Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Wow, it is the 6th of December. Holy moly, December's flying by. So first week is almost done. So at the end of my video, to respect the other people who have the Tangled Poet Advent Calendar and have not opened their day 6 yet, I will be opening my day 6. Look at that, day 6. There's number 6 there. Day 6 for my Aberdeen Wool's Tangled Poet Advent Calendar. First ever Advent Calendar I've gotten. And I have to say, I am very happy with everything. These are 30-gram minis. 30 grams in a advent calendar. That's amazing. So 30-gram minis of a fade. It started as purples and it's now shifting. So we'll see what this is. Don't know. I am not peeking. So we'll talk about that at the end. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. So I'm like, ooh, I want to get through this. I'm still working on hats. I know you're like, what? That's what you've been doing for all month, right? All last month. I know. But I really wanted to give a bunch of hats away this year at Christmas at my office. And I want to have some worked up in case the kids want some. Now the kids, I've got socks, right? So people have been around for a while. You've seen, yeah. Okay, so I've been lax. I have not woven in my socks. But I do have socks done for my adult children. That is a tradition for every year for Christmas. But I would like to have some hats made up and available if they're interested. Now, they've taken hats in the past, so, you know, they don't have really a shortage of hats, but that doesn't matter, right? I mean, come on, there you go. So I wouldn't mind having some extras made up. I like to have them in my car too. So, you know, if I see somebody that looks like they need a hat and, you know, I get the little tug on the heartstrings, I will go hand a hat out to a perfectly good stranger in a heartbeat. I've done it before. So I would like to have some more done, and I'd like to get some more guy hats or unisex hats or boring hats. I know. There's been people who have made comments, and I greatly appreciate it. Boys' hats don't have to be boring. Are you sure about that? Just, you know, are you sure? So I'm working on not making boring, potentially boy hats. Think I hit it on this one. Somebody sent me the name of a pattern, and it's for an alien hat. I don't remember who it was. I favorited the things that were sent to me as suggestions that could work for either a male hat or a unisex hat. And this was one of them. So I don't know who exactly sent it to me, but thank you very much. I started it, and you know, that was the comment of using black for the main color. And you know, look, I like all kinds of yarn. This is my Big Twist value yarn. Yeah, just a value acrylic yarn. I love this stuff. And putting it with the slime green. So the black with the slime green. That's the name of it, by the way. If you're not familiar, that is the name of this color, is slime green. Very appropriate. These skeins are amazing. The solid colors for Joann Big Twist value are like $4.49 a skein, full price. Well, if you've shopped at Joann Fabrics, you know, unless you really need it right that minute, you're going to use a coupon and you're going to wait for the sale. And then that might be tomorrow, right? Or next week, but it's there. There you go. So through all the coupons and sales, I typically get my stuff for about $2.50, $2.75. I've gotten it at like $2.30 before, $2.25, $2.30. That was like stacking some massive coupons and everything. Yes, please, all day long. So the solid colors have 380 yards. They're 170 grams, and their variegated are smaller skeins, same price, smaller skeins, and they are 269 yards, 121 grams. They're all number 4 worsted weight yarn, and they're made either in Turkey or India. That's what I've seen so far. So there you have it. And I have noticed that by dye lot or by, so some colors are softer than others. Some colors feel better than others. So if you have the opportunity to check it out, check it out. So anyway, the alien hat with these colors, because yes, right? I mean, yes. And it's not done yet. But I am now on the decreases, which means it's going to get done quick, right? Because every other row is a lot smaller. But I already did all the color work, and look at that. Look, oh my gosh, is that not perfect? I think I need to make another one. I really, really do. I think I need to make more of these. That to me is amazing. I'm loving it. And this is a free pattern. Oh yeah, it's a free pattern. We like free patterns, don't we? I'm not against paying for a pattern, but I like free patterns. I mean, I collect them, and I don't make all the patterns I collect anyway, regardless whether I paid for them or I, collected them as free patterns. So it's nice that I can have my pattern stash enhancement not really break the bank. So this was free. And the cool thing, between here and here, it's 10 stitches, right? And we've talked about this before. So if you're one of the subscribers and you only crochet, more power to you. That's awesome. I do both and I love them. You know what? I should probably crochet one of these, shouldn't I? Yeah, just to show you it can be done. So use whatever stitch you want. When you get to here, do it in single crochet. There you go, right? And do stacked single, okay? So instead of the single crochet and everything, and you know how it kind of leans, right? Split the V of the single crochet, right? And that's going to make all of your stitches more aligned straight on top of each other, and it's going to make that graph look so much better. But that is only 10 stitches wide. So crochet it. You can do the same thing, and you can do the rest of your hat however you want to with whatever stitches, but just do that crocheted band in the center. Yeah, and you could do this if you chose to, but the alien is what everyone's after. I mean, let's face it, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm really thrilled with this. And when I got home, this was on the kitchen table. Now, I know I didn't put it away last night. And I saw it, and it was like upside down. It was like this is what I was seeing. And let me see if I can do it. It was looking like a face that way also, just the way that things were covered, because you had that one line right there and it was upside down, and it was like, I'm not seeing it. And I thought that was just kind of funny, just the optical illusion that caused. But yeah, those colors, I have to make another. Don't you think? I have to, right? Yeah. I think this one is going to definitely fly off the, off the basket, or however I decide to carry around hats and everything and give them away. I think it really, really is. Here's my typical. I like to show the floats, and I was practicing with some different ways of doing my floats. So I've got, you can see here, I did what's called catching the float every stitch. And then I started doing it the way I normally do, bigger spans between the stitches. And when you catch it every stitch, or even every other, you can see sometimes there's some bleed through, like right here, that's a bleed through, when you stretch and everything. And I can pull that back on the other side, but that's where I caught that with the green on the black, because you can see how many stitches are in between where I needed to do it from the green, the chin here to the chin here. That would be a long strand on the inside of the hat. What could go wrong? I mean, it wouldn't catch on anything, would it? Yeah, it would. And that's why you do the floats, is you just don't want those long pieces of yarn on the back side of your fabric, right? That's not going to really catch. You can see these are longer, but this right here, really, really short. It's not going to catch. There you go. You're not going to snag your fingers or whatever, girls' earrings. I don't wear earrings, but other people do. So there we go. And I didn't do anything special on the end of my round, and I probably should have. You can see it. See, I'm all about honesty and showing you the flaws or potential flaws. Okay, so you can see where I started and ended. I tried to do something a little fancier up here. Oh, no, I tried to do something fancier up here, and that does look better at the top here for the way they met together. I should have done it right here, something, because that doesn't look the same, right? Because I started the black again, right? And see, we're all learning. It's okay. But I just wanted to show you those things. So when you're doing this stuff and you're like, wait a minute, it doesn't line up. It doesn't look pretty. It's not straight. Well, no, it's okay, right? It's okay. Mine's not either. I can get better at it. There are methods online where people do things to minimize, this is what they call the jog, and you get that for obvious reasons, because you're going in the round. So this level of stitches, you have another one on top of it. And they don't meet like this, like what we do with crochet. You need to slip stitch for that last round, and then you chain so many to get yourself up to that next round, and then you go around, right? That's what crochet does. Knitting, you're going around and around, so you're just stacking on top. So you're going to have that spiral. And when you change colors like that, you're going to have that break. There are things that you can do to minimize it, but I'm not the best at making it go away. It's just a minimization. And truthfully, I didn't think about it on the first set of color work down here. I just didn't think about it. I just did it. And now that's just doing it. That's not doing anything special to try to minimize the color jog, but you can see that. You can see here where I finished that black row and then started the green. Well, of course it's uneven. That makes sense, right? You know, they're at the same height. That black stitch right here is the same height as that green stitch. That makes sense, but we don't necessarily like the way that that looks. And if you're trying to do a garment, put that in the back. That's what I did on my sweater that I made with the Arcane Fiberworks yarn when I was doing stripes. I did not like it. I didn't like the stacking. I did try to do some things to minimize it. Some of it I got, okay, others not so well, but I tried. But that's normal. That's normal. I don't like it, but it's normal. So I think this one's a winner. Oh my gosh, this is a winner. So then I was looking on Ravelry because that's what I like to do. Look at patterns, and there's a free pattern. You want it? You want it? Yeah, you do. Look at this. So this is free until the 8th of December. Today's 6th of December. You got 2 days. I don't know what time on the 8th. It says end of day, but that means different things for different people because it depends on what time zone you're in, right? As to what end of day really is. So I wouldn't push it until, you know, literally end of day on the 8th of December if you want one of these. But there's 4 options for free hat patterns, normal price like $5 each. Save yourself $5, go get a hat. So these are by, her name is Rachel Brockman, and this is what she's calling the gifting season, giving an option on your Ravelry library to pick one of 4 hats. The code is gifting season, and I'll put that down below in the time periods, but you can pick one of 4. I like cables, and I haven't done a cable. I know I've got all the glare. I haven't done a cable hat in a while, and that is really pretty. And I think that could be unisex. It could. I wouldn't put necessarily the pom-pom on it, but, you know, there you go, just because my pom-poms aren't the best anyway, whatever. So, let's see. And then the next, okay, so that one, wait, that's called Seadale Hat, and that's normally $5. And then there's the Latta Cowl, and this is normally $6.50. So you've got a little color work in there and some cables, and that looks warm, toasty, cozy. That looks really, really comfortable. I'm not going to lie. It's cold. That looks really comfortable. And now I've got another cabled hat that's normally $5. It's the Gretna Hat. And look at that. I like that. Isn't that pretty? Trying to get it to where we can see in between the glare. You know, that's fancy technology right there. All right, and then I'll probably go with this because I've been so smitten with color work lately. And this is the Sullivan, and this one retails for $5 also. And, you know, you can use those graphs for any craft. And I think I'll go with that one. I like that. I think that's really pretty. And color dependent is male, female. I believe that's pretty doggone unisex too. So I don't know. For me personally, it's between the first one and the last one. It really is. The Sullivan and the Seadale. So I'm going to pick one of those. I don't know which one yet, but I'm going to pick one of those. That's really nice. So, you know, a shout out and a thank you to Rachel Brockman for putting out those patterns free until the 8th of December. I mean, that's very, very nice of her to do so. If you do decide to go grab one of the patterns, if you would be so kind as to put a heart next to it, that just helps them out. She doesn't know me from anybody else. I just saw her stuff and thought that's beautiful and I'm going to share. But I do know when you're a content creator, those types of things, interactions and what have you, it helps. It does. I think what it does for them on Ravelry is it kind of raises up that ranking, so to speak. Just like with YouTube, right? When you like the videos, oh yeah, you could like my video too. That'd be cool. But when you like and subscribe, it just helps them out. It doesn't hurt you. It just helps them out, you know. But she's being really kind in giving us patterns. I'm definitely going to go and I'll probably favorite all 4 of them. They're beautiful. And pick one, you know, and I'll probably change my mind 2 or 3 times before I decide because, yeah, they're really cool. And if I can't decide, I'll probably buy one and pick the other. So, are we ready to see this? Do we really want to see day 6 of the Tangled Poets calendar, advent calendar? I do. Oh my gosh. I've not peeked. And this is a lot of fun. Oh, and if we're counting, we're down to like 19 days till Christmas. So if you're crafting for Christmas and you're doing things for Christmas, yeah, we're on the wire. Just wanted to throw that out there. We are on the wire. Oh, and another one is 7 December. It's the Hooker versus Hooker Live. So I will be unveiling my hand project that, yes, I made in November. That was not on my November video because I couldn't show it. Not until we do the live. But yeah, so we'll have that too. Fun times, fun times. Anyway, oh my gosh, I have delayed long enough. I'm about ready to explode. I want to see what's in here. So for those that have not looked at their day 6, you might want to avert their eyes. So there we go. Just letting you know. That's my fair warning. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Did we expect that? I don't know. That is really nice. So evidently this is supposed to be a fade. Just a 100% complete fade, and it's got purples and aquas and blues, I think, is what the thing said. I don't know. I didn't study it. But yeah, so it's going to go from color to color. I don't really care. It's just really, really pretty. So I guess that makes sense. So these were the last couple of days. I got day 5. There's day 4, right? So we are going lighter with that. I wasn't sure with this one what we were going to do, but that definitely fades nicely. That one's interesting. I love this. I love this. So the cool thing too is I am watching other videos. So I'm watching the Naked Snail, and I'll put her channel down below too, because she's doing shorter videos and showing her advent calendar. She has the same thing, the Tangled Poet advent calendar, and she's doing something really cute with her. She's winding her balls up. I haven't pinned mine up. I should, you know, the whole, because I have all the little safety pins, or not safety, the clothespins. It's where I could hang it like a garland, right? And I just haven't done that. What she's doing, she's taking our cute little hanks and she's winding them in balls and then putting them on our Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing ever. And I think that is absolutely adorable. And, you know, I thought about stealing her idea, but I don't want to steal her idea. I'll just tell you to go look at hers because it's gorgeous. And the other thing that I noticed too is looking at them, because it's hand dyed, you've got some different tonals with it and some different, they're the same but different. Like this one, to hers, and I don't know if it's camera wise or what, looked different on mine. I mean, similar qualities, but definitely a difference in color. And it was really fun to see that, because hand dyed, you're just going to get some natural variations. Same, but different, kind of like fraternal twins, right? And that's what we're going for. And I think that's wonderful. Lots of fun. This right here reminds me of, I mean, it's the gorgeous grays and stuff like that. Well, no, it doesn't really remind that. It just, yeah, that's got some blues in it too. That's like a blue undertone, kind of a gray thing. That's pretty. I guess that works out, you know, works out really well with that. I'm going to have fun. I don't know what I'm going to make, but I am going to have fun. Oh, that's another thing. All right, I put it down for anyone who's not seen. There you go. But that's another thing. I did reach out to the designer of, I don't even know how to say this. The designer of this, and I commented on that. So this is something this particular designer made in 2022 for advent calendars, right? As you can see. And I am loving the way that I'm going to show you the name as to why I'm not actually saying it, right? That's why I've not said said name, because yeah, I can't say said name, right? There you go. But I did reach out to her. It's not in English. She's talking about maybe 2025, putting in English. Okay. I'm not going to hold her to like, hey, it's January the 15th. Why don't I have my pattern? No, no, no. People have lives and there's other things. And I don't know what else is going on in her life. But I did reach out. She said she was going to do that. I also told her that, you know, once she does, I would love to be her first customer. You know, I would like to buy that. And I did get the response of thank you. So we'll see. You know, I think that is stunning. That is everything my mind was thinking of when, you know, using minis and then a full skein or more than one depending on our size, right? I mean, hey, come on. To outline all of those gorgeous hanks and those just differences in the colors. And I think that her use of the short rows on that, because I'm assuming that's what it is, her use of the short rows and framing each and every mini that she used, that is exactly what I had in my brain. I didn't do it like she did because I haven't done it, but I mean, that's what I had in my brain, is something that just really showcases. And I think this lady did a fantastic job. So here's to hoping she does do that pattern and puts it in English, because I would love to do that. And I just don't know. I've not followed any of her patterns before, but depending on how it was written, you might be able to deal with it, even if you're not, even if English is your only language like me. Yeah, I don't know. So I've got other things that I've got to get done, but I have contemplated getting the pattern anyway, even though it's in another language, just to see what I can decipher. I think that is absolutely fantastic. And I wonder if, like Google Translate would help. I don't know, because obviously we use a lot of acronyms, right? We use shortened and things like that with our patterns, and trying to put that through a Google Translate can't be any worse than what ChatGPT does with our crochet and knitting patterns, can it? I mean, have you seen the ChatGPT crochet, things in your feed going, hey, beautiful patterns? And they're gorgeous, but they're not quite right. And you look at them a little close and you can see why. Yeah, so there is that. And I have downloaded a book on Amazon that was completely written by ChatGPT, and I flamed the book. I did. I don't like to do that, but it was very obvious that it was ChatGPT written, and there weren't any actual patterns in the pattern book. You know what I'm getting at? Yeah, okay. So I'm like, that's no, we don't want other people spending money on this. That's not cool. So hopefully I'll get this. I think it's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Like I said, it is everything that I could think of. That back is just stunning. I'm going to show you one more time. Look at that. Look at those short rows on that. That is just spectacular. No clue in the sizes and all that other stuff, right? It doesn't come in English, so I didn't do that. There you go. So let me know down below if you pick up one of the patterns from Rachel, one of the 4 patterns that are free for the next couple of days, so act fast. If you pick one up, let me know which one you pick up. I'm really curious. I thought that was fantastic. On the last time that we put that out was Amba O'Brien, and I got this heart pattern from her, right? And I'm just curious as to see what pattern, and everyone got something different, because Amba had like 10 or 11 patterns that she put as with a free gift code that were free for like a week. And it was fantastic to see all the things that everyone else gravitated towards. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what you end up picking from Rachel out of those 4 hats that 4 patterns that she was so generous as to gift to us, if we just choose to go out to there and take it. And yeah, I'm going to go grab one. All right, everybody, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.